Hello and welcome. Campbell here, and I'm with Linda again, and we are just going to have a bit of a chat about why jobs suck, and it's much better to work for yourself. Because obviously jobs are very restrictive. We get taught that that's the way to go forward, that you need a regular income and all this kind of crap. But the truth is, jobs, steal your time. They steal your soul. You have to listen to bosses who are mostly not very nice. Spend your time with people you don't want to be with, apart from your family, right? So why should you consider an online business? That's what we're going to get into today. So how you going, Linda?
I'm doing great. Yeah, you're right. I am really not a people person, right? I really didn't, just like you, and that is something we really have in common. We didn't like being told what to do. We didn't really like having a boss. We really didn't like just being put down and told what to do all the time. So I have almost always been self employed. Then I didn't have to, like you were saying in one of your videos, that is really spot on. You don't have to ask permission to go on holiday, or if you, like me also, I was talking about someday when you are going to the doctors, right? Or you are going to do something with your family, or your kids get sick, you don't have to ask permission, right? And you really
Yeah,
just take control over your own life too. Yeah.
I mean, we're adults. We need to act like adults, man. Like it's children who get told what to do, who get told where they should be at what time. I mean, as adults, what are we doing listening to these people? And like I said, most bosses, they're just power trippers, right? They don't care. They have fun just bossing people around. Like my last job that I had, that was, gosh, almost 5 years ago. I've been out of the job cycle, but I literally almost had a punch up with him more than once because he was just like I was doing landscaping at a theme park in Perth, looking after the gardens, and this guy, he was a ring in. They brought him in from interstate, knew nothing about gardens, like, knew nothing about manual work at all, right? But he spent his time going around trying to tell me what to do,
Yeah.
like as far as gardening. And one day I just had enough, man. I threw my tools down and started walking towards him, and I stopped myself. But yeah, I mean, these guys are power. Who wants to spend their time, their life, around these people, doing
Yeah.
something they don't want to do, just at the end of the week to get paid, not enough money to live a good life? I
Yeah.
mean, it's a crazy plan. So I'd say go out and sack your boss, guys. Quit your 9 to 5.
Yeah, I actually had a similar situation when I was younger. I was a waitress in a restaurant, and they were really busy, and I was alone, and there was a lot of people in the lunch break, right? And it was in a steak house, so she was getting a steak, and it was really not good. It was just like, oh. So I was sending it back to the kitchen, and he got really pissed. But that was their policy. If the meat isn't what they wanted to
Hmm.
be, the most amazing meat ever in this city, right? And it was really not good. I was sending it back, and she was going to get a new. And because he was so stressed, and he was taking it out on me, right, and throwing the meat down in the garbage, and really yelling and screaming at me, so all the people in the restaurant could hear it, right? And that was also a power trip and really abuse, right? You're
Hmm.
just doing your job, and you are making a really good service for his customers, so they will come back. And he was just like, so I also just took my clothes off. I was just throwing it and say, do your own business, right? And that was also something that really got me. What is this? Why am I going to show up for somebody who really doesn't appreciate my time and effort, and really just do the best I can and really just help out? So I have never been that people person. I have never really understand people how they can treat other people like that, right?
And this is the thing, like I've got my boys are adults, and you know, if they got a job and they came home and said, Dad, the boss has done this and he's, or, you know, she's done this, he's done this, they've treated me like this, you know, most parents would be down there straight away and pulling that boss up and going, no. But as parents, as, you know, people who've got bills to pay, we put up with it
Yeah.
because we think we've got no other option. And it may have been that way 20 years ago, but it's not that way today. You no longer need hundreds of thousands of dollars to start a business. You
No.
can start one for under 1,000. You can start one for less than this thing costs. Everyone runs around with these, right? They're worth a couple of $1,000s. You can start an online business for less than that. And then everyone has one of those. You can use that to build the business. It's all you need these days. Like, that is all you need. So there are options out there, guys. And, you know, I love traveling. Like, this is the other thing, the time. Like, I've been away overseas for over 3 months this year. And, you know, I've been interstate traveling and stuff. There's no way I could do that if I had a job. You know, if you've got a job, even if you've been there for 10 years and you say, look, I want 3 months off to go traveling, what do you think they're going to say? They're going to say, okay, but there's not going to be a job when you get back.
No.
And the bottom line to that is because they don't care. They don't care about you and your family. They don't care if you go broke, if you can't pay your bills. You know, and we're seeing it today with AI. People are losing their jobs because the company can now do those jobs for free, basically. They don't care. So why do we give them so much control over us? Why do we put so much effort into keeping these jobs for businesses that really just they don't care about you. They just don't.
No. And my keywords in life has always been freedom. And I am the black sheep or the lonely wolf in the family, right? And when I was starting my own, and we can really relate to that, right? Because I was starting my own business. I have a clinic where I am helping people every day, right? And I have been self-employed for 20 years. And what you are saying now, because now the world is really digital, right? You can do so much more, because even though I have more freedom because I'm my own boss and I can decide my own work schedule and all that, I was really not as free as I am when you are going online, because then you can do it on your phone, you can travel, you can do all that. When I have my clinic, I still have a responsibility to the people who are coming into my clinic. I still have to be in that clinic. I still have to work hour for hour and get paid hour for hour. And that is something that we can really just expand our business globally, right? Because the internet is for the whole world. So there's a lot more possibilities and opportunities to start an online business instead of being self-employed. So it's two different kinds of freedom, right? I did have my freedom, but now I have much more freedom. Yeah.
I mean, I've had, you know, I've spent my whole life trying to not have a job, basically. So I've had, you know, multiple businesses, but the truth is, with a traditional business, you work a lot more than you do when you have a job.
Yeah.
You know, you've got so much more stress, and you've got to pay for everything. You know, if things break, it's up to you. You've got to invest your money, thousands and thousands of dollars, all this stuff. And you don't have a boss, but you kind of lose more of your lifestyle. So, you know, to me, it was better because there was no one telling me what to do. But it's really, you know, it's not. It's so much different to being able to work online.
Yeah, it's a little bit more time consuming, right?
Totally, man. Totally. Yeah. You got to come home and do the books and do the tax and then do your, you know, your runs for the next day and have everything sorted out. And, you know, I was doing 12, 13-hour days, you know, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's crazy. So, you know.
And there's a lot of option online, right? There is digital, there's network marketing, there's affiliate marketing, there's
crypto, there's YouTube,
and trading, right, is also something. I don't know much about trading, but there's a lot of different things. So really just go out, really just do some research, write down on a piece of paper what fits into my lifestyle, what is my dream, what is my vision, what is my goals, and really just write it all down and then do some research. What really fits into do I really want to be completely my own boss and decide everything for myself and just get some support, or do I really just want to be just a little bit more like workplace and have a team and like network marketing, right? You don't have to do it, you are going to be told what to do, and really just have a team and you are not really yourself, right? That is also an option. And if you want to sell something online, affiliate marketing, you can sell somebody else's product and they will send it out, but you will get a small commission and you are doing quite a bit of work, right? So it's just find out
Hmm.
what is really working for you and
Yeah,
really just go for it. You have absolutely nothing to lose from it. So,
yeah. Some people love, MLMs, multi-level marketing, because they're very
yes,
outgoing and they love talking to people, and that's good for them.
yeah,
I'm not one of those people.
no,
And that's the good thing about digital marketing is we don't talk to customers, we don't harass our friends, we don't go around trying to tell people, oh look, you need to join this business, or can you just have. I don't care. I just make content and put it up
yeah,
online, and if people like what they see, if they're looking, then they go, they get the information, and off they go, and they get full all the training and everything, and I don't need to be involved, which means that there's no one saying no. I mean, those businesses, we've all seen the people who join, they get all excited, and then they just start harassing their friends, and all
yeah,
their friends just don't want to see them anymore. They're like, don't come around because you got to talk about that crazy business again. And
yeah,
and the truth is, it's not for everyone. And
no,
of course, it's not. Not everyone's the same. Everyone has different things they want out of life, and that's why digital marketing fits me really well. I don't have to speak to anyone. I don't have to deal with products. I don't have to deal with anything really, because it's all fully automated. It just
yeah.
runs itself. And I woke
Just an
up.
email, right?
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
know
yeah. I
that
mean,
about I have bought a online program where a fitness program, right? So I can do it on my own time, in my own free time. I'm just putting on my videos and I am seeing her do the exercises and I'm
yeah,
doing it too, right? I got that in my email and that was totally automated. I just put in my name and all the things. I bought it and then I received it in my email. So that is also something I really love about it. So it's nothing new and it's really just the way people are buying stuff online now, right? Just when you go to Amazon or some of the other things, when you are buying something online, you're just typing in, you are not on the phone with anyone, you are not trying to talk and get all sorts of information because it's all online. You are
mm,
reading it. If it's interesting and you can benefit from it, you are really interested. And that is why it's a rejection free business, right? When you are
mm,
online and you are in that space.
totally. People don't want to be sold to. People don't
No,
like salespeople. All these shops that you walk into and they come up to you straight away and they're all this, or you go on some website and they're like, you have to put your email in before you can come on the website. And that people just leave. People don't care. They're not
no,
into it. People want to live their lives. And that's what it comes down to. People just want to live their lives and not be harassed and not be told what to do, and to have time. And that's, that's what our business gives us. That's what
yeah,
Legacy Builders, we're both in that. And if you do want to find out more, guys, you'll find the link in the description. But I mean, the main reason that I've joined, obviously the freedom and the money is one big thing, and I have no boss. I got no one telling me what to do. That's it. I can
yeah,
just do my work, and it only takes a few hours a day that I put into it, which means I've got time to do other stuff. And it's not that I sit around doing nothing all day. I've actually got other businesses. I got YouTube channels. I do live events. I've got all this stuff going on. So this was perfect for me to up my income, right, without having to invest much time or money to do it. And it's going really well, and I can't. I don't even know how people have the time for jobs anymore. Like, there's no way I would have the time for a job. I've got way too much to do.
yeah.
Um,
But that's the
yeah.
most amazing thing because what was really getting me started was I am also in my 50s now, right? And women get into menopause, and we really get, when we don't have our hormones to working from us, we get a lot of pain and inflammation, and we are getting more tired. Our body is just not the same. So was going to, I felt that when I had my clients, right? All of a sudden had inflammation in my arm, and I really couldn't work for 3 months before they found out what it was, right? And it was just like, I need something else. I really need something where I don't have to be physical and really use my body all the time, because it was
Mm.
really getting to me. And then my youngest is going to be 18 next year, and I am going to move to Cyprus, right? And what was I going to work? And so I thought, okay, I need to find something online. Also, because they were closing down my business in 2020, right? So there was a lot of things that really just put it all together. I was just like, I really need to do something online to get some more free time, to really just not use my physical strengths all the time. So that was really what got me started, so I can also travel with my girls. So there's a lot of really good pointers here to
It's
really get out there and do something else. Yeah.
I still remember, man, getting up to an alarm clock and fighting the traffic. That's a distant memory now, luckily. But like, I just get up, throw on whatever I want, as you can see, and even my hair's not even done properly. I just get up, get a coffee, sit down, relax for a bit, then do a bit of work, and then I don't have to do anything. Obviously,
No.
the less I do, the less money I make. But
Yeah.
the other thing is travel, right? Like, I've just been asked to go to Canada, the USA next year, and I'm also going to the UK. I couldn't do that if I had a job, but the good thing about this is I can keep working while I'm there.
Yeah.
All I need is my computer, and that's it. A Wi-Fi
Yeah.
connection, and I can work from anywhere. So it's not like, I go, because I went to Europe for 3 months in, when was it, May, June, or April? I can't even remember.
Yeah.
It's been a
Yeah.
big year. And basically, I run YouTube channels, but while I was over there, I didn't have YouTube is very time consuming. It's all the
Yeah.
editing, all this stuff. You got to research, got to record. So I didn't get hardly anything done while I was there, which means when I got back, my income had gone down to
Yeah.
hardly anything. And then I had to work harder to get it, back up. But with this, it's not going to stop. I'm just going to, keep rolling as I go along. Just do my few hours of work in the morning or the evening, and that's it. And
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
can
with
really.
traveling, it actually even helps the business, because we make, videos for social media, so I can show
Yeah.
people where I am, make interesting videos. So
Yeah.
it really is a freedom business, right? Michelle
And
calls it
that's
her
the
freedom
beauty of
machine.
this. Yeah, that's the beauty of this too. And we really get a mentor who is helping us, supporting us, showing us the way, and learning us how to master the digital space, right? Because when you are scrolling on social media, all of a sudden, 20 minutes has gone by, right? So really master that. Really be just, you have to be consistent and just do it, but you can do it when it fits you. I am answering email and messages in the morning lying in my bed, right? I don't have to get up to just read some emails and messages and send the link for the people who are interested in learning something more. So you can do it when it fits you, and you can do 30 minutes there, 1 hour there, and 1 hour in the evening. It really just when it fits into your everyday life. That is the whole purpose of an online business,
Mm,
right? So it suits
yeah.
into your everyday life. So you don't have to quit your normal job at first. Of course, you don't have to. But if you want to, in the long run, you can do it. Yeah.
Mm, yeah. So, if you're watching, guys, let us know, what is your job, stopping you doing? Because people love to talk about what it's giving them, and all
Yeah.
it's really giving them is the money to live, right? And for most people, especially in today's economy, it's the money to just get by, right?
Yeah.
Week to week. But what's it stopping you doing? Like,
Yeah.
it's, to travel, which is one of my big things, and Linda's as well.
Yeah.
You need money and time. It's no good having just time and no money, because then you're just stuck, right? doing what? Because you got all this time, but you got no money to do anything. And if you've got money and no time, it's the same thing. You know, I walked around. You know, I go on a walk every morning, and there's all these really big houses around here. You know, all on the lake. These big 2-story. They're all empty. I go out at
Yeah.
9 o'clock, and there's no one around because
No.
they're all at work,
Yeah.
working to pay for this house that they get to spend maybe 2 days a week in, if they're lucky. Like, so what's the point? Like,
Yeah.
what's the point of that? Like, and I mean, why? Like, and then they get to the end, and no one's impressed because they got a big house. No one
No.
cares. No one cares that you drive a Mercedes instead of a Toyota. No one cares. So live your life, guys. You don't get to do it again. You know,
No.
it's not like we get, you know, to our 80s or 90s and we're on our deathbed. We go, oh, well, I did that wrong. Let's start again. You've played the game, guys. It's
Yeah.
done. So if you're going to make a change
Yeah.
now, because
Yeah, and I am
the
really
future
a
is
simple
coming.
person, right? Yeah, I'm a simple person, a simple life. I don't need flashy things and all of that. That is not why I am doing this. The money is absolutely great because it gives you opportunities. But I want my freedom and my time to really co create and really just design my own life how I wanted to do. I want to help out my girls. My oldest is just moving out and being out of a relationship for 8 years now, and she was just coming home, and now she wants a new apartment, and I have the time and the energy and the money to help her, right? And that
Mm,
is what I really love about this, because that is the core of me. I really just want to help people, right? That, because I
yeah,
have been in the self-care industry, and for 20 years, over 20 years, and that is what drives us, right? We really want to help people, we want to support people, and yeah, so it's
yeah.
just
Well,
amazing. I think that it is the best match for me. So
mm,
yeah.
imagine being, you know, a young person today trying to get a
Yeah.
house, trying to buy a house. I mean, that's what my eldest is doing. He's working on the mines. You know, he's done really well. He's put himself through chef school and got his whatever they get, diploma
Yeah.
or whatever. He's got himself a high paying job on the mine, but he's got to work 2 weeks on and 1 week off, and like they're 12-hour days. And he
Yeah.
gets home, he's got a week off, but he spends 2 days, you know, recovering, and then he, you know, has a few days, and then he gets ready for the last day. So he's got no lifestyle, and he's a musician. He's an amazing guitarist, and I know all parents say their kids are, but he really is. He got into
Yeah.
WAPA, the West Australian Academy of Performing Arts, when he was 16. He's actually the youngest person to ever get in.
Yeah.
He's crazy good, but because he wants a house, he's not playing guitar as much as he wants. So that's one of my big goals. Is I want to firstly get him out of his job and build a recording studio for him. And he's also
Yeah.
thinking of starting a family soon. And I don't want him to be working away and not get to raise his children, because what's happening today, guys, is people are working and their children are getting raised by the internet,
Yeah.
by violent games, by all these pop stars and movie actors, and it's coming out what they are. You know, these
Yeah.
unethical people. They're the main influence on people's children, and
Yeah.
the reason is because all the parents are out working, just trying to pay the bills. But this is what we're trying to say: you don't have to be out working just to pay the bills. You can be working at home with your kids around and pay the bills and have money left over. You know, you can have the money in the bank so that when the bills come in, you're not stressed about it, because
No.
when you're in a job, you're on a fixed income. You can't go, well, you can go and ask for a raise, but, you know, good luck getting it. You know,
Yeah.
no one's got a raise in the last year because of that the cost of living has gone up.
Yeah.
You know, put it in the comments. Has your boss come to you and said, well, it's getting expensive out there, we're going to give you a raise?
No.
No, it doesn't happen. And this is another reason why businesses don't care. They don't
Yeah.
care about you. You're just a cog in the machine to make them richer. That's it, guys.
Yeah, and I can see she's 23, my oldest, right? And I also see a young generation going to, is it just before college? It's, what is it? I don't know what it is in English, but they are
Yeah,
really
college,
just
yeah.
stressed out already, right? And my daughter, she is almost finished. She 6 months she's finished as a nurse, and she's already stressed out and burnt out, and she is really getting problem with her vision because she's so stressed, and she's going to be a little bit depressed. And the doctor was going to say, you need to take some time off work, you really need to call in sick and get some couple of weeks just to relax. And I am thinking, she is 23 years old.
Yeah.
She is just about to be finished to becoming a nurse. She's not even starting her work life yet.
She's
And
already
they
tired.
are all, and I see it in a lot of young people, right? There's so much pressure on them. They are going to be good at school. They are going to look perfect. They are going to have a perfect social media platform. They are going to really work hard to achieve that too, because they really want expensive plates and cars and houses, right? So there's a lot of pressure. So
Yeah.
what is your
What's,
dream?
what's the point?
Yeah,
What's the point?
exactly.
Like, seriously, 4 years of college or whatever it is, whatever school it is, you get a degree and then, you start basically on the lowest wage. Look, you could
Yeah,
help your children. You could teach them that they could use that same 4 years to build an online business. They're not going to have any debt when they come out of it,
no,
right? They're going to have time. And after 4 years, they're going to have a very good business that will give them a good income. It'll give them lifestyle. They won't have to answer to bosses.
no.
If they want a family, they can have a family and stay home and parent their children, right? They can actually be around. So, I've got friends and they're so happy. Oh, my child, oh, they're going to this university, or they're going to be a doctor, or they're going to be this. And I just look at them like that. I just, it doesn't compute with me. Why
No.
would you do that to your child?
Yeah.
To me, what they're saying to me is, look, I just imprisoned my child for 40 years. Like
Yeah.
that's it, guys. That's the reality. Like, no one, some people like their jobs and some people love their jobs, but I guarantee that most of those people would rather do the job part-time and get twice the pay.
Yeah.
There's no need to be having to do it 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Like, you cannot get that time back. And that's what I did. That was, we had less options back then, but that's what society told me. Just
Yeah.
work, get a job, work. If you want to be successful, get your own business and work twice as hard. Yay.
Yeah.
And I did all that. And I realized that it was all BS.
Yeah.
It's all crap spread by people who are in that trap, and they just want people to be around them to share the misery, right? I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's
And
what I can say, man.
and we are showing the way because our children is watching us when they are growing up. And do you give up, and do you do the things you love, and or do you complain all the time? Are you tired? Are you burnt out? So you are showing them the way. If you are going for your dream life, your goals and your vision, right? We really just, because they are looking. My
Yeah.
girl is actually telling me
That,
sometimes, how do you do it, mom? How can you be a single mom, have your own business, and now you are trying something new, and you are really just trying things out and really just learning something new every single day. And I just gotta tell them, if you want something, you have to do something new. We have
that's it.
always traveled. I have been in a poor finance, but I have always, when I get the tax money back in May, we were always taking a 2 week vacation, right? That was my priority because I wanted some free time with my girls and I wanted them to see other countries, right? So they are actually just like me because I lived in Rhodes and I lived in Cyprus, and now I want to go back to Cyprus and live there, right? So my oldest is also like, I really just want to live outside Denmark too. I want to live in a more warmer country where they are more family wise, because in Denmark we are really closed and shut down, right? Where in the warmer countries they are more open hearted and more welcoming, and they really just want to help you out and just be a more happy person. And that is what she's going for too now. New now. That was just a Danish word.
Mm,
So
yeah,
it's really just, you
that's it,
really have
man.
to give them another perspective on life.
Yeah, man. Give your kids options. Don't welcome them into the same problems that you've lived with. Into
No.
the same prison, because it's a trap. A job is a trap. no one's going to ever convince me that it's not. It's just
No.
you become a cog for the system. You make corporations rich, and we all know what the corporations are doing, right? They are not out for us, right? That they're actually doing everything they can to make our lives worse. So
Yeah.
I hear everyone complaining about this all the time. The government are doing this and they're doing this, and I'm like, well, so do something. Get out of the system, And when you've got money and time, the truth is you might not be 100% out of the system, but you're pretty much out of it, because when bills come, there's no stress. But even if you're still paying tax, even though it's illegal, yes. If it's only a problem if you don't have the money to pay it. Things are only expensive if you don't have the money to afford them. Like the groceries, yes, they're gone through the roof, but if you're earning $1 million a year, you probably don't care.
No.
Right? You're just living your life. And so that to me is the way to get free. So guys, you'll find the link below in the description. If you want to find out more about what we're doing, go and click on it, whack your email in, and you'll receive a few emails. I think the first one's Michelle explaining a few things. You'll get some more information. You can join one of our webinars and meet the community, see what people do, what kind of success they're having, and make a decision. It might be
and
for you,
there is
it
a
might
free
not be for you.
webinar tomorrow, right? So
There's a
they
free
can
webinar
join the free
tomorrow. There you
webinar.
go. Yeah. Well, what's today? So,
It's
and this is the
Tuesday.
best thing about not having a job. I never know what day it is. A Saturday is the same as a Wednesday to me. So who knows, right? But yeah, tomorrow there's a free webinar. So if you go and whack your email in, you'll get an email sent to you with a link to the webinar, and you can join it tomorrow, and you can check out what's going on, and you can make a decision for your future, for your family. You can build a legacy for your children, right? Build family wealth, right? Generational wealth, so that your children and your grandchildren don't have to go through the same stuff that we've had to go through. So thanks for watching. Go down, put your email in, check it out. You've got nothing to lose. If you don't like it, you just hit unsubscribe. We're gone. That's it.
And you can learn something new, right? You can be inspired, and maybe that can take you to your path. So you can always learn from somebody else by listening. If you are really open-minded, right? You can be inspired, you can get new ideas, you can be creative. So that webinar is not just to, you have to do this that we are doing. That is helping you to be inspired and see opportunities for yourself. So I love the webinars. I get inspired every time I watch them myself, right? Because, that is the new perspective. Oh, maybe I can do this. So I'm getting inspired every single time. So just go.
Imagine being around people that are excited about life. Look around. Are your friends excited about the future? Is your family excited? Are they getting up every day going, oh my God, it's so great. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Most people aren't. Most people are depressed, right? But there is a different way. And, if it is to be, it's up to me, right? If you want to find out what it is, whack your email in and check it out. Like I said, there's absolutely, nothing you have to do. If you don't like it, you unsubscribe. If you're interested, you just check it out a bit more. If you like what you see, you can join us. But ultimately, you have choice, guys. And, keeping a job is a choice. It's a choice. So you can choose something different for your future, or you can choose to do the same thing over and over for the rest of your life. It's up to you. But, there is a reason they call it the work week, because it makes you weak. And what do you get at the end of your 40 years? Well, you get to be tired again when you retire.
Yeah.
Guys, there's a better way. So thanks for watching. Go check out the link. You got nothing to lose. And we'll see you again next week when we do another live. All right. Stay awesome, guys. Bye. Woo-hoo.